Hi, welcome to today's devotional. It's from Esther chapter 9. Please listen for the word of God. Mordecai wrote these things down and sent letters to all the Jews in all the provinces, both near and far, of King Ahasuerus. He made it a rule that Jews keep the 14th and 15th day of the month of Adar as a special day each and every year. They are the days in which the Jews finally put to rest the troubles with their enemies. The month is the one when everything turned around for them, from sadness to joy, and from sad, loud crying to a holiday. They are make them days of feasts and joyous events, days to send food gifts to each other and money gifts to the poor. It's time for a party, don't you think? Mordecai, this is the very last chapter in the book of Esther. And so it's at the end of all of the trials and the tribulations that they've been through together as a people. They've made it through serious oppression. They've made it through the threat of annihilation. Esther has come out the other side as a hero of the moment because she rose to the call that Christ had for her. And at the end of it, God says to them, you need to have a party. And not just any party. You need to have a party that you remember every year at the same time. This should be something that you celebrate. And these celebrations, these days, these parties, these family events are part of our identity. They're part of what makes us us. It's how a community remembers its history, remembers the low points, and celebrates the high points. And so after a difficult period of time, you should make it a point to party and to celebrate that you've made it through to the other side. That in the end, we can remember that even though this time was difficult and challenging, there is a time of joy and celebration that we will find at the end of it. And we have these holidays in our culture, right? The 4th of July. It's a huge party because we celebrate the trial and tribulations we went through as a country to become a country. And we remember the sacrifices that people made and the values and the propositions that we as a country decided were valuable and important. And we celebrate those moments. We have those days. And churches have days like that. We have holidays in the church year that we celebrate, but we also have things like homecoming, where we remember all of the stories of the families and the people who've come before. And we tell the stories of the hard times, and we remember the joys of the high times. And so every year, we celebrate over and over again the deliverance that Christ promises us. And we celebrate, and we have a party, and we pass on the stories, which is the important part of those feast days.